Um, Ariana Grande. I don't really want to talk Spurs Golden State tonight. Yeah, I mean, there was a sweep. I can talk about that all night long. In fact, tomorrow we'll probably talk about it on the Sports Buffet. I don't care what the score was anymore. Am I glad that it's over? Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see if Golden State can take care of business with LeBron James. I'm sort of sad because tonight was very possibly the last game that Manu Ginobili was playing as a Spur. Again, I don't care. Something else is going on in the world right now that I need to address. There's a terrorist attack today in Manchester, England, at an Ariana Grande concert. And the reason why it's such a big deal to me is, well, first of all, it's not sports. It's not country. It's a format that I'm not a big fan of. It's pop. Every artist has the right to perform for their audience without an audience having to fear that something like this is going to happen to them. I don't care what the format is. This could have easily happened at a Rolling Stones concert. It could have happened at a Luke Bryan concert. It could have happened here in Austin. It could have happened in San Antonio. It could happen anywhere. These kids, and unfortunately the count right now is 60 injured, 19 unfortunately made the ultimate sacrifice. All they were doing was leaving a concert to look for their parents. It's crazy. It affects me because I've got a daughter who's 9 years old who I have to kind of sit down and have a talk with because she does listen to Ariana Grande. She's a fan. I've got two other boys too. I've got a 3-year-old and a 7-month-old, actually 6-month-old. I get to still shield them from the world a little bit longer. But I have to admit, it's getting harder and harder to shield the world from my 9-year-old. She's asking questions, and she's starting to become self-aware of what's going on in the world. And events like these are hard to explain because they did everything right. These kids went to the concert. They had a good time. They went out and they looked for their parents. Unfortunately, we live in a world where not everything's perfect. A madman, and actually more likely a coward, decided this would be a perfect opportunity to make his statement. I don't know what the guy's name is, or her name. It could be a her. We live in a world where equal opportunity exists. There's no, when it comes to hate knows no gender. I don't know who this person is. I don't want to give them any credit. That's what they're looking for. I don't feel that they should get any credit from me. All I can say is, your time will come. You think you did a great and noble thing. It will come back. The forces of good will always triumph over the forces of evil like this. And unfortunately, to those kids who paid the ultimate sacrifice, this coward will never face justice. The only justice he got was, he died along, we don't even know yet. Anyway, if you have children, find a way to explain to them in your own words that makes sense to you. And keep the families of those in Manchester in your prayers. Obviously, they will need all the help they can get over the next days, weeks, months, trying to help figure out and make sense of all the madness that happened this evening. If you got kids, you know what? Hug them just a little tighter tonight. Good night.